Namaste and welcome to all of you in this webinar. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Mache, and this webinar is organized by Srimati Vimala Devi Ayurved College and Hospital, Chandrapur. The topic of today's webinar is a traditional asana. Let's begin with the prayer. Both hands in Namaskar Sthiti. Close your eyes. Spine should be straight. Let's start. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचां मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरन् मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि. Rub your both palms gently on your eyes. Gently open your eyes in your hands. Its prayer is in hope to Maharshi Patanjali, who has given us to Yoga, Ayurveda and Sanskrit Vyakaran. Let's discuss about today's topic, traditional asana. First comes towards the yoga. Yoga is a word made up from yuja dhatu, is mean to join, to yoke, or to unite. Let's see some definitions of yoga. The main definition of yoga is by Maharshi Patanjali, and it is yogaschittarutti nirodha. It means yoga is a cessation of all chittaruttis. Chittaruttis, there are the 5 chittaruttis explained by Maharshi Patanjali. These are Praman, Viparya, Vikalpa, Nidra and Smriti. Let's discuss about another definition of yoga according to Bhagavad Gita. Yoga karmasu kausalam. Yoga is a skill performance. This is a definition which is suitable for the karma yoga. Maharshi Patanjali gives us Ashtanga yoga. There are 8-step yoga. There are 8 in angas, which is known as Yam, Niyam, Asana, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan and Samadhi. Here the third anga is Asana. Asana, the word is made up from Sanskrit Asadhatu. There are 3 sutras explained related to Asana. First is Sthiram Sukham Asanam. Stable and comfortable pose is called as asana. Then tato dandvani bhigataha and prayatna shaithilye ananta samapatibhyam. These are the 3 sutras explained by Maharshi Patanjali related to asana. Let's discuss about the number of asana. There are 84 lakhs asana explained by Khiranda Samhita, and among from that 84 are the important and 32 are explained in Khiranda Samhita, and 15 asana is explained in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Let's come towards the type of asana. According to position, there is a standing asana which is done in a standing pose such as Tadasana, Vrikshasana. Then sitting postures which is done in a sitting position which is known as such as Vajrasana, Mandukasana. Then prone posture which is done on prone position such on the abdomen. The asanas such as Bhujangasana, Dhanurasana, Shalabhasana. Then supine posture. The asana done in supine position such as Shavasana, Chakrasana. Then asanas which is known as the inversion posture such as the Shirshasana, Sarvangasana. Then balancing asana such as Bakasana, Mairasana. This is come in the balancing category. Another type of asana, meditative postures such as Padmasana, Vajrasana, Sukhasana. These are the meditative type of asana. Then cultural asanas. This is known as Paschimottanasana, Halasana, which are coming from culture to culture. Then relaxation posture such as Mairasana, Shavasana. Let's we come toward the traditional asana. Which text we select for this traditional asana? You know the well-known text of the yoga, the authentic text is Hatha and Khiranda Samhita. So question is, which is this tradition? So it's come from Sri Adinath and then Matsendranath and Gorukhshanath. There is a slok found in Hatha first slok. Sri Adinathaya Namastute Tasmai Enopadishta Hatha Yoga Vidya Vibhrajyate Pranataraj Yoga Arudham Icha Adhiroini Eva. And in second slok, Pranamya Sri Gurunatham Svatma Ramena Yogina Kevalam Raj Yogaya Hatha Vidya Upadishyate. So we salute to the Svatmaram who have created this Hatha Yoga to move on the path on Raj Yoga. So for this webinar, we select some traditional asana. So question in everyone's mind. So where from this asana will taken? So we taken this asana from authentic text Hatha Yoga Pradipika and Khiranda Samhita with verses or with shlokas. So accordingly, in this webinar, we select standing two postures, which is Shirshasana and Garudasana, then sitting postures, which is namely Pastanasana, Gomukhasana and Ardhamasindrasana, then Vajrasana, Shirshasana, Mairasana, Vajrasana, then prone posture, Bhujangasana, Shalabhasana, Mairasana, then supine posture, Viparit Karni, Matsyasan and Shavasana. Let's we discuss the preparation of asana. Practice the asana is always in empty stomach. If you take a meal, practice the asana after 3 hours. If you take breakfast or some light food, practice the asana minimum 30 minutes after that breakfast or food. But I suggest the practice with always empty stomach. Then you always use the comfortable clothes which are the stretchable and which are comfortable for you, and use always a mat for the practice. In this webinar, we will see the theoretical aspect of the asana. Let's become our first asana, Vrikshasana, tree pose. Introduction. Vriksha means tree, and this posture is a look like as a tree. That's why it is called as a Vrikshasana. Then position of this posture is a standing posture. Then textual reference is found in Khiranda Samhita, 2nd chapter, 32 number shlok. Vamorumula deshe cha yamme pado nidhayatu tishtetu rukshabad bhumau rukshasanam vidam viduhu. The meaning of the shlok: the placing the right foot on the root of thigh and stand like a tree on ground is called Vrikshasana. The instruction of this asana: fold your right leg and keep it on your groin. Then slowly raise your hands in a Namaskar Sthiti and hold the position after completing asana. When you are beginner, hold the posture for 10 to 15 seconds and gradually increase time according to your own capacity. And how to release posture? First, take your hands down and leg down, and then practice same asana with other side also. Then benefit of this asana: it is good for the balance, then it is good for concentration, it stretch groin, it stretch the leg muscle. Then avoid this asana in obesity and vertigo and high blood pressure. Our next asana is Garudasana, eagle pose. Introduction. Garuda means eagle. Garuda is a known king of the bird and transport of Bhagwan Vishnu. Position of this asana is standing. The verse or the reference is found in the Garudasana Samhita. Janghorubhyam dharampiddya sthirakayo dvijanuni januparikaram yugmam Garudasana muchyate. The meaning of the shloka: the fixing the legs and the thighs on the ground and keeping the body steady with the help of two knees and place hand on the knees. This is called as a Garudasana. And during the practice, we do some modification in the procedure. Raise the left leg and wrap it around the right leg while toes touching to the calf muscle, and wrap the left hand around the right hand. Breathing should be normal after complete the asana. Beginners should hold the posture for 10 to 15 seconds and gradually increase the time. Concentrate at one point in front of you. Then when you want to release the posture, first release your hand and then secondly release your leg. And practice this asana same with another side. Now we see the benefit of this Garudasana. It increases the flexibility of the joints, including knee joints and ankle joints, as well as elbow joint and wrist joint. Then it is a help in sciatica, hernia, and it improves the concentration. Now just we discuss about the who avoid these practices. Those who have arm, hip, knee and elbow injuries avoid this Garudasana. Our next asana is Pastanasana. Introduction. Paschima means west or back of our body, and Uttana means stretch. In this asana, body of the back gets stretched. That's why it is called as a Paschimottanasana. Then the position of this asana is a sitting pose. Then textual reference is found in Hadya Pradipika as well as in a Garudasana Samhita. The shlok is Prasarya Padau Bhuvidanda Rupau Daubhya Padagra Dvitayam Gruhit Januparinyasya Lalata Desho Vasedidam Paschimottanamahu. The having stretched the feet on ground and like a stick, with having grasped the toes with both the feet with both the hands, when one sits with his forehead resting on the thighs, it is called as a Paschimottanasana, and it is the meaning of above shlok. And let's how we will practice this asana or the procedure of asana. Sit with your leg stretched in front of you. Then inhale and raise your arms and hands up. Then exhale, bend forward and catch your toes and try to touch forehead on your knees and hold the position for 10 to 15 seconds. Knees should be straight in the posture. Beginners should practice 10 to 15 seconds and gradually increase the time according to your capacity. And how to release posture? Then take your hands gradually up and then take your hands down. Then we see the benefit of this pose. The benefit of this pose also explained in the text. Iti paschimatan asanam agrem pavanam paschimavahinam karoti udayam jataranlasya kasharogata cha pusam. This is the benefit explained in the text. Paschimottanasana helps to increase in fire and it is a good for respiratory system and it also massage to our heart. Our next asana is a Gomukhasana. In this asana, the knees are look like as a cow face. That's why it is called as a Gomukhasana. Then position of this asana is a sitting posture. Then textual reference is found in Gheranda Samhita as well as Hatya Pradipika. But we take the shloka of Gheranda Samhita here. Then Padau cha bhumau cha samstapyam prushtaparshve niveshayet Stirakaya samasadyam Gomukham Gomukhakrit. The meaning of this shloka: placing the feet on the ground by the side of the buttocks and keeping body steady. The Gomukhasana is resembling the mouth of the cow. Then let's we see the procedure of this asana. Sit with the both legs together in front of you. Then bend your one leg, right or left, and place in your thighs. Then slide your other leg, which is straight, and keep under the hip, and fold your arm and place behind the back. Catch your other hand from the back side and normal breathing after the complete asana. Hold the posture according to your own capacity. Apply the principle of Stiram Sukham Asanam Pratna Shaithilye Ananta Samapatibhyam. Then how to release posture? First, release your hands and then straight your leg. Then practice other side by this way. Now let's we see the benefit of this asana. This asana increase the flexibility of leg muscle, the opening the chest, and it is good for lower back also, and it is good for respiratory system also. Then avoid this practice those who have ankle pain, the knee pain, and injuries in elbows. Our next asana is the Ardha Matsyendrasana. In a text, it is found as a Purna Matsyendrasana. Matsyendranath, the great and famous Rishi, practiced the meditation in this posture. That's why it is called as a Matsyendrasana. Then the basic posture of this posture is a sitting posture. Then the reference is found in Hatya Pradipika. Vamor mularpita dakshapadam janor bahirveshtita vamapadam praguhyati stet parivartitanga srimasya natho asanam syat. Meaning, having placed the right foot at the right foot of the left thigh and the left toes grabbed with the right hand passing over the back, and having placed the left foot on the right side and its root, and it grabs with the left hand passing behind the back. This asana is explained by Sri Matsyendranatha. Let's we see the procedure. Sit with the straight leg in front of you, and then fold your right leg and place beside the left knee. Then slide your left leg and keep below the thighs. Bring your left hand front, twist and catch the toes of your right leg, and bring your right hand on your back and turn your neck toward the right side and hold the position for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep your spine straight. Then apply the principle Stiram Sukham Asanam Pratna Shaithilyananta Samapatipyam, and when you want to release the posture, first release your neck, then release your hands, and then straight your left leg, and then straight your right leg. Then same the practice with other side also. Then we see the benefits of this asana. Matsendra Pitham Jatharagni Pradiptam Prachanda Rugna Mandalashtakhandam Abhyasatah Kundalini Prabodham Chandra Stiratvam Chadadati Pusa. It increases appetite. It helps to destroying all the diseases. It's also helped to awaken the Kundalini, and it's helped to improve the flexibility of spine, improve the function of abdominal organ. Then avoid this posture In case of the peptic ulcer, hernia, and those who cannot practice Masendrasana, they have open to practice half Masendrasana, and another option is a Vajrasana, and its practice is also helpful in the diabetes. Our next asana is Vajrasana. Vajra means thunderbolt, and the body and mind is strengthened as a thunderbolt. That's why we call as a Vajrasana. Then basic position of this asana is a sitting position. Then textual reference is found in Gheranda Samhita. This Janghorbhyam Vajravat Krutva Guda Parshve Pada Ubhe. Then Vajrasanam Bhavetad Yogina Siddhidayakam. The meaning of this shloka, making the lower leg tight and should be placed to fit on either side of the anus. This is called as a Vajrasana. Let's see the procedure of this posture. Please sit with a straight leg in front of you. Then fold your one leg and keep below the hip. Then fold your other leg, keep below the hip. Then join your knees and place your palms on your knees. Spine should be straight, eyes should be closed, and hold the pose for your comfortable time 10 to 15 seconds, and apply the principle Stiram Sukham Asanam and Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. And if you want to release the pose, place your both hands left or right side and straight your both legs. Then we see the benefit of this asana. This is a good meditative posture. It is good for digestion. Automatically spine get erect in this posture and digestion process get improved. Avoid this practice in case of ankle injury or knee injury. Next asana is the Shirshasana. Shira means the head, and head is an important part of our upper body, and it is also called as the king of asana. Then basic posture of this Shirshasana is a sitting posture, but it is come in the inverted pose category. Then reference of the Shirshasana is found in Siddha Siddhanta Chandrika, is the text of yoga, is Bhumau Samastakam Stapyam Hastayo Gurparisthatha Padaurave Dandavat Kuryata Kapalasana Meditam. Another reference we can take from this Hatya Pradipika and Gheranda Samhita, that's Viparit Karni. The principle is same use in Viparit Karni, that Urdhva Nabhi Stalu Urdhva Bhanu Adashashi Karani Viparitakhyayam Gurvakyena Labate. And this is the Viparit Karni shloka, which is explained the position of head is down and abdomen goes up in this posture. So we take the procedure of this asana. Sit in Vajrasana and place the interlock your both hand in front on the ground. Then place your head, top of your head on your hand, and slowly knees off from the ground, and slowly balance the position gradually on your head and hold for few seconds, legs and head in a completely one line. This is the position of the Shirshasana. And how to release the asana? Step by step, you can slowly take your leg down and slowly release the asana and practice the counter pose. Please note that Shirshasana should be always practiced in under the expert yoga teacher. So then we discuss about the benefit. It increases the blood circulation toward the head, and so it is so much benefited for that nervous system. Then avoid these practices in high blood pressure, rhinitis, and cervical spondylitis. Now next asana, Mairasana. Introduction. The posture is a look like as a peacock. Then it is called as a Mairasana. Then posture, basic posture is a sitting posture. Then it is also come in a balancing poses category. Then textual reference of Mairasana is found in Hatya Pradipika as well as Ghiranda Sanhita. The shloka of Mairasana according to Hatya Pradipika Dharam avastambha karadvayena तत्कुर्पट स्थापित नाभि पार्श्व उच्चासनो दंडवत उत्थित खे मयूरमे तत् प्रवदिन्ति पीठम. Place your palm on the ground, place your elbow beside the umbilicus and balance your body just like a peacock. Let's see the procedure. First sit in a Vajrasana, then increase the distance in your knees, then place the palm between the knees and fingers pointing backward. Then place your both elbow beside the umbilicus and slowly bring your legs back on the ground first and then slightly lift up and hold the posture for few seconds. After the completing posture, try to stable in asana, comfort in asana. Then when you want to release, slowly take your leg down and again sit in a Vajrasana. Let's see the benefit of Mairasana according to text. Harati sakala rogashu gulmo dara udaran dina abhibhavati cha doshanam sri mayuram bahudashana bhuktam basmam kuryada shesham janayati jataragni jarayet kalakulam. Is destroy the all disease. It is helpful in gulma and udar means ascites and the disease which is caused food taken again and again. It is destroyed by Mairasana and it increase the fire. These are the benefit of this Mairasana and according to text it can digest the toxins also. Avoid these practices in case of wrist injury, elbow injury and abdominal operation. Also in case of pregnancy, the menstrual cycle, avoid the practice. Next asana, Vajrasana. Vajra means camel. The basic posture of this asana is sitting posture. The textual reference is found in Ghiranda Sanhita. Is adhyasya shete padayugma vyastam prushte nidhayapi nrutam karabhyam अंकुचयेत् सम्यक् उदरस्य गाढं उष्ट्रं च पीठं योगिनो वदन्ति. In procedure of this asana, from Vajrasana, stand on your knees, then catch your right heel with your right hand and left heel with your left hand, arch your back and hold the posture for few seconds, stable and comfortable in asana. If you want to release the posture, first release your one hand and then other hand and again sit in a Vajrasana. Then benefit of this asana, it increase the digestion and massage the internal organ. It's open the chest and help to elevate the pain in a lower back. It is also stimulate the gastric secretion and it is good for the relieve colic of the abdomen. Then its important aspect of this asana that restore the displace the navel and its normal position. It strengthen the back and the spine become resilient. Avoid the practice in case of the hernia. Now our next asana is a Bhujangasana. Bhujanga means cobra. Introduction. The asana is a look like as a cobra. That's why it is called as a Bhujangasana. Then basic posture of this asana is a prone posture. Then textual reference is found in Ghiranda Sanhita. Angushtanabhi paryantam adho bhuma vinaset karatalabhyam dharam dhrutva urdhvashesha phanibahi. Let the lower part of the body from the toes up to the navel touch the ground and place the palm on the ground and raise the head like a serpent. Then we see the procedure. Lie down on stomach or prone posture. Close your both legs. Place your both hand beside the chest, both palms on ground. Slowly inhale and lift your body up to navel. And look up. Hold the position for 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. Apply the principle of the Stiram Sukham Asanam Pratyashaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. And if you want to release the pose, slowly release the head on ground and slowly bring your hand back. Then benefit of this asana, it is good for abdomen, it improves the digestive fire, and it is helpful in low back pain. Then question, avoid this practice in case of the severe back pain, then hernia, and advanced stage of pregnancy. Our next asana is a Shalabhasana. Shalab means grasshopper. The basic position of this asana is a prone posture. Then textual reference is found in a Gheranda Samhita. Adhasya shete karayugma vyastam आलम्ब भूमि करयोस्थलाभ्यां पादौ च शून्ये च वितस्ति च ऊर्ध्वं वदन्ति पीठं शलभं मुनिद्रा. Lie down on your abdomen. Place your palm below the thighs and chin on ground and raise your leg up from the back side. Do not fold your knees and hold the position for 10 seconds. Apply the principle stable and comfort in asana, Stiram Sukham Asanam, Prayatna Shaitilya Samapatibhyam, and slowly release the posture. Take your leg down and place your hand in a original position. The benefit of this asana, it is good for low back pain and it's massage the abdominal organ. So it's also improve the function of reproductive system. So avoid this practice in case of hernia. So after that we going to our relaxation portion, Mairasana. So Mairasana is a crocodile pose. It is a prone posture. Takes your reference. Adhasya shete hrudayam nidhaya bhumau cha padau prasarya manau shirasya dhutva karadanda yugme dehagnikaram Mairasanam tap. So take your both hand in front of you, fold your both hand and place the head on it and take a distance in your leg up to 1 to 2 feet in a such a way that heel inside and toes outside. Benefit of this asana, it is a relaxation posture. After the practicing prone postures, it is a very good for relaxation. Anyone can do this posture. Viparit Karni Mudra. Introduction. Viparit means inverted or reverse. That's why the body gets inverted in this asana, so that it is called as a Viparit Karni. And then textual reference of this asana is Urdhva Nabhi Adasalu Urdhva Bhanu Adashashi Karni Viparitakhyayam Guru Akhena Labhati. Starting position should be supine position. So from supine position, slowly raise your leg up in 30 degree, then 90 degree, then lift up and give the support of your hands to your lumbar region and raise your leg up so that legs are completely on in a straight line with your head or eyes. After that, stable and comforting asana, Stiram Sukham Asanam, Prayatna Shaitilya Ananta Samapatibhyam. And if you want to release the posture, slowly take your leg down in 90 degree, 30 degree, and then in ground, relax. Now benefit of this asana, blood flows from toes toward the head and function of thyroid gland will improve. It is helpful in asthma and menstrual disorder. Avoid this practice in case of the cervical spondylitis and high blood pressure. Now next asana, Matsyasana, fish pose. It is a look like as a fish. That's why it is called as a Matsyasana. the basic posture for this portion is a supine pose. Then textual reference Mukta Padmasanam Krutva Uttanam Shayanam Charet Purparabhyam Shiro Veshtam Masyasanam Turogaha according to Garudasana Samhita. Then lie down on your back, then take the Padmasana, fold your right leg, place on your left leg, and fold your left leg, place on your right thigh. Then place your both hand beside the head, lift your head up, top of head on the ground, and cross your hand. So this is called as a Matsasana. Hold posture according to your own capacity. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Then if you want to release, first release with your hand, release the head and slowly release leg one by one. Then benefit of this asana, it is a counter pose for Viparit Karni. It is helpful in the thyroid, it is helpful in asthma, and it helps to relieve lower back pain. Avoid this practice in case of knee injury and then cervical spondylitis. Now next asana, Shavasana. It is a corpus pose. It is a look like as a dead body. That's why it is called as Shavasana. Basic posture, supine posture. Textual reference Uttana Shavad Bhumau to Shavasanam, Shavasanam Shramaharam, Chitta Vishranti Karaka. Procedure: take distance in your leg 1 to 2 feet. Take distance in your hand 3 to 4 inches away from your bodies. Eyes should be closed and neck comfortable. And keep your body relaxed and mind also relaxed in this posture. This is a Shavasana. This is a very helpful in high blood pressure. Then it is in this posture Yoga Nidra can be practiced, which is very helpful for reduce the stress and anxiety also. Anyone can practice the Shavasana. So by this way, today we cover all our asana, traditional asana, which is from the text, which is come from the Hatyoga Pradipika and Garudasana Samhita. First we can see the standing pose, that's Shirshasana and Garudasana. Then sitting posture, Pastanasana, Gomukhasana, Ardhamasindrasana, Vajrasana, Shirshasana, Mairasana and Vajrasana. Then prone poses, Bhujangasana, Shalabhasana and Makarasana. Then supine poses, that's Viparit Karni, Matsasana and Shavasana. In yoga, when you practice in a class, there is always a vinyasa flow. Means you have to follow the sequence of yogasana. So as a yoga teacher, I will advise you always do the standing asana first. Then there is also counter poses. For suppose you have to done forward bending, then you have to done backward bending. So these principles are also applied in the asana. Then sitting postures. After the sitting postures, you have to do prone posture and then supine posture. This vinyasa, and you can adjust every asana in this these four postures: this standing, sitting, prone, and supine. So by this way, we will completed all these asana. And as a student of Ayurveda, you all also know the Ayurveda, the basic principle Vata, Pitta, Kapha, they are all common. By Prakriti wise, if anyone, those who have Vata Prakriti, follow one asana and try to maintain maximum time in a one asana. Do not practice more asana in 1 hour. And those who have a Kapha Prakriti, they have allowed to practice maximum asana in 1 hour. And for Pitta Prakriti, for the balancing of Pitta, you have to practice just like Viparit Karni, Shirshasana, Sitli Pranayam, Chitkari Pranayam, Anulom Vilom, Vijay Pranayam, then meditation. These are the yoga practice according to constitution. So today's you hear patiently. So we'll end our this webinar with the Shanti mantra. Close your eyes. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखमा भवेत् ॐ शान्ति 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 all may happy all may healthy all may spacious no one suffer from sorrow om peace 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 धन्यवाद thank you all of you